Right, what we'll do now is we'll introduce Dan's CD giveaway extravaganza.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to show that up to for those watching on
John,
webcam?
do you want to explain the premise of it while Dan shows?
Well, the premise of it is basically
Dan goes to the supermarket and buys a very expensive CD.
Yes, it's put him out of pocket.
All right, I'm just going to show it to the webcam if you can.
Yeah, if you can see it.
The title of the CD is Daniel O'Donnell. Is it a Christmas album or the Christmas album?
Or
it's
the Christmas album.
As
Right.
you may be able to see on the webcam, he is sporting a rather fetching red jumper.
Yeah,
It's
like his mum's knitted it for him. The only thing missing is like a little reindeer on the front,
and he's looking rather gentlemanly in his armchair next to the fire.
Next to a roaring fire. And he looks,
Yeah.
he looks happy.
He looks happy, and it's a Christmas song, so it's obviously it's fitting for the time of year.
Track 1, Silent Night.
And it's rated by some
as
the best album of all time.
Yeah.
Including Jamie Taylor, one of the
Lush execs, who said,
production.
I'm going to play this on my next show. It's better than any music I ever played. Just
bear in
all
mind,
18
his
tracks.
show is drum and bass and dubstep.
Yeah,
and so it'll fit in perfectly.
Well, yeah.
The tone of it. So this is fresh. This is wrapped. It's not been touched.
Yeah, it's still in the cellophane wrapping. If you can hear it.
If you can hear that, yeah. See,
fresh off the production. Fresh off the production line, actually.
Because these are getting reeled out like
there's
hotcakes.
no
there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, you know.
These are streaming off the shelves in Morrison's.
Grab them before they're gone.
Yeah.
Really, I think
the bargain bin was almost empty.
I think what NME have said is that Daniel O'Donnell is now having the best time of his life.
I think so.
Writing and
they predicted,
and performing
in fact,
as well. He's at O2 Arena in London.
Style
he's doing the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Next
if
year
your
he's down
Alan
to Glastonbury,
Titchmarsh,
Tea in the Park, V Festival.
Yep. All of them.
He's
You name it.
Yeah.
He's going to be there, and he's going to be rocking your socks.
Also, pundits have also said that in a shock thing, they reckon that all 18 of these songs are going to be number one this Christmas.
Okay.
All at the same time, because everyone will buy them.
Great. So yeah, that's a giveaway.
How can people win this CD, Dan?
Well, look, I was going to do a trivia question, and it was going to be if people did know it, what is the designer label of Patrick Bateman's Overnight Bag in American Psycho?
But that means people have to watch it.
But that means people have to watch it, and so I'm thinking if someone does get that and emails in with that to lushstudio@le.ac.uk,
we'll throw in.
What was the question again?
It is what designer label is Patrick Bateman from American Psycho's Overnight Bag?
Patrick Bateman.
It's
American
in the
Psycho.
dialogue, so if you've seen it, you will have heard it. But if you can get that right, you get double the amount of props.
Well, yeah, if you get that, we'll throw in the Daniel O'Donnell, and we'll also throw in Delta Goodram's single and Atomic Kitten single. So
there you go. You go.
They're
amazing.
There's a bundle for you there, I tell you.
If you just want to win the Daniel O'Donnell one,
Yes.
Which is obviously
perhaps a simpler question.
yeah.
What is Daniel O'Donnell's age?
Yes.
How old is Daniel O'Donnell?
How old is Daniel O'Donnell? One of those two.
I'll give you a clue.
in
It's
fact,
not 12.
If you say if you don't know any of those, email in and just say I want it, and the first person to do that gets the CD. So lushstudio@le.ac.uk. That is probably one of the best giveaways.
If you're not that far away, we will hand deliver it.
If
you're within walking distance of me being bothered.
Yes.
Like, if you're in that radius of how far I can be
John
bothered
is
to
the
walk,
courier, so,
I will go and hand deliver it.
And you also get a hug.
Bear in mind that we did phone Daniel O'Donnell up earlier today,
and he said, "This is fine to give away.
This is fine.
I will do this just for Lush."
Yep, exactly.
So count your lucky stars.
Exactly.
So while we wait for emails and texts to flood in,
which they are already. So
they are ready. So we will move on with
Superbad by Travie McCoy. Travie McCoy with his new song Superbad in brackets 11:34. I don't know if he's releasing it, but I quite like that song.
Did he release it at 11:34?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What if it's a minute late?
So wouldn't
then
be
he'd just be lying, wouldn't he?
would it?
To be honest.
Don't trust him.
Don't trust him.
Still, we've only had one email in, and he cheated.
Yep.
So
email from someone who's actually in the Lush studio at the moment. So I'm afraid that is void.
Technically, we got emailed by our producer.
Essentially, yes. So yeah, how bad's that?
Yeah, but if you want to win this amazing CD,
we cannot stress
how
enough.
good this is.
I can't understand why people aren't emailing in. It's a free Christmas CD. I'd be on that like a rat up a drain pipe.
It's got all the classics. It's got Silent Night. It's got White Christmas.
What about CHRISTMAS?
And we all know what that spells.
Yeah,
okay?
it's Christmas.
Oh, Christmas. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 18 classic songs for the festive season.
Yep. Yep.
Email in.
Email in lushstudio@le.ac.uk if you want to win
Fresh.
this CD. All you have to do is say, "I like Daniel O'Donnell." Is that hard? Is that hard?
Just go on.
If he's if he's performing at all these amazing events that we say he is.
Yeah.
Right, while we wait for more emails to come in, we'll move
on.
on to something we did mention briefly last week.
Yeah. Families.
Yes.
We've got some proof for our.
Yeah.
And Steve Miller being at the zenith of his career.
Yeah.
He is. He's at the peak.
I think you follow him on Twitter, don't you?
I do.
I do. Both of you, actually.
It's pretty boring, to be honest.
Really? Yeah. You not have any great little...
He doesn't come out with the same phrases that he does on Fat Families.
You'd
just
expect
says,
him to,
went for a walk today.
Exactly.
Well done.
Should we get a little tidbit out there for people?
We did say we were going to put a clip on. So this is the clip from Fat Families.
Yeah.
These four wobbly warblers met almost 10 years ago, singing in the same...
Right.
That was a brilliant clip,
Yeah.
everyone.
The volume wasn't turned up. We can do it. We can try it
Right,
again.
we'll try this now. Steve Miller on Fat Families.
These four wobbly warblers met almost 10 years ago, singing in the same...
Yep, that was that. So
Wobbly warblers. There you
It
go.
comes out with absolute crackers.
there'll be another one next week.
How stingy are we?
One a week. It's about 3 seconds long, and we can only afford one a week, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Sorry, so we only got 3 recorded on the V Plus box.
Keep them on their feet, our listeners, you know what I mean?
Difficult production values.
Keep them wanting more.
I had to put that microphone right up to the TV. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. John slaved this morning to get that.
Especially with John's
people. I hope
bad
you
back,
appreciated
you know.
it.
Yeah.
I prefer
had
the
to
low
bend
volume
over.
version, but
Can't even hear it.
no, exactly. But no, Fat Families, pretty good program.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If you want to hear more of that,
So brutal.
It was pretty brutal, wasn't it? Portsmouth Porkies is
Yeah,
a great one, I think.
Oh, I can't give him away.
Oh, sorry.
What
Sorry.
happened
No,
to-
what
what
happened
happened to-
said last
yeah.
week? It was said last week. Don't make it out like it. Ruined.
you've ruined the show.
But no. Are we going to talk about other television? Are we going to talk about
Well, I think what we can do is,
should we put another song on? Maybe?
well, before we do that, I'll introduce that next week we've got a very special guest coming in. It's great to have him back. We had him last year.
Yeah.
Who's a Leicester comedian.
Award-winning.
Award-winning Leicester
Yeah.
comedian. Absolutely hilarious. He's coming in next week, Sunday at 4 p.m. here. Jim Smallman.
He was our funniest show last year. It was the only one worth listening to.
Yeah, and that show is still available on YouTube.
Yeah, it is,
if you
yeah.
listen.
Fantastic intro from the
Introduction.
one
Yes.
and only Dominic Lister.
From me, yeah.
Sounds like
I wish we
I
could
didn't-
play it, but
I didn't
we
mess
can't.
it up at all.
Yeah, the stream didn't skip. Nothing happened. It was actually Dom speaking. So yeah, we'll link you that in the group. When we get
I think
back.
it might
Just-
already be
just to,
linked.
It's
that.
already linked. I think
already
enough
linked.
You have to
people-
scroll down about a
Well, no,
year
we'll-
ago.
I think you'll find over 250 people have
We'll,
watched
Have they?
we'll
Have
link
they
it
actually?
again. We'll link it again. I'm pretty sure 249 of them were probably collectively in our household. But,
We just like listen to ourselves.
exactly.
Listening to
Vanity.
me messing up.
But
He is
yeah.
here on Sunday. I can't stress enough that you shouldn't miss that show because it will be the funniest show of the year.
Yeah,
Pucker, it will be.
Pucker.
Yeah. I've been watching too much Jamie Oliver.
This is old school Jamie Oliver
Yeah.
as well. I don't think he says that stuff anymore.
No, I
he
don't
doesn't
think so.
actually like that. Apparently, when people come up to him and say this, I heard it in like an interview. He said he gets a bit annoyed.
Yeah, well, you
People
can
think,
imagine.
that's all that I'm about.
Yeah. He likes
more
his
to
pies,
me,
doesn't
I'm
he,
deep,
Jamie?
you
He
know?
likes his pucker pies.
He does. I think we should get another song on while we
I think we should. Do you want to
prepare
pick
for some
one?
other features.
I've got to go for Ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter. Who sings it?
RJD2.
RJD2, great
Ah,
song.
right, okay.